Well, we're well underway into San Diego Comic-Con. Of course, we are monitoring the situations that are going on over there because even though there's a lot of companies that are not going to show up, they're going to have some sort of play going on in there. In the next episode, in the later night episode, we're going to discuss some things that basically you might have not heard of, but it's most likely going to happen, or it's some wishes that I hope it may happen. But before we start, there are some things that we have to say here. Thank you for those who have subscribed, those who have liked and shared our episodes here. We do appreciate it here at Cuticast TV. We're striving to make a bigger and better network out of the channel that we have here, even though we have been pushed back by YouTube and Google and many others that they don't want to hear the things that we talk about here. And what other people put out on YouTube. You know, the creators here on YouTube are being stifled, being replaced by big corporate channels like NBC and CBS and many other channels, which basically that's not what YouTube was built for. YouTube was built for independent creators, just like my old days in public access. Public access was built for the independent producer, and that's the way it should stay that way. So subscribe, like, support, share. All the links are down below. Click on them. If you could support us, click on that Streamlabs, Teespring, and also BitChute. You could also donate to us there. Thank you very much once again. All right. Right before we got to kick into Comic-Con, I mean, this has been breaking majorly, and it's some good news and some bad news. You know, we're familiar with Taika Waititi, and I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong, and I'll call him TW, so make it easier. Basically, he has been working on the Akira movie, live action movie, but unfortunately that has been put temporarily on the shelf. What does that mean? Unfortunately, we're not going to get into Akira sooner than we thought. We're going to have to wait longer. It's going to be like Deadpool. We're going to wait for it for a while. But some good news out of it. TW is returning to Marvel, and he will be directing Thor 4. We're getting a Thor 4 or 2, however you definitely want to do it, because most people didn't like the first two movies. Ragnarok of the three was the best, fantastically done. If you're not familiar with Taika, you know, he has done some great independent movies. He is responsible for that What We Do in the Shadows movie and TV series. In fact, the TV series is being shot here in New York City, out on Staten Island. Season 2 is coming. In fact, it will be at Comic-Con. They will be discussing it at Comic-Con. It's fantastic on there. We've discussed this before, that we hope that he get back into this. Actually, he's a very busy director, because we've discussed this before, that he's been tapped to work on also the animated Flash Gordon series that is supposed to be under production hopefully soon, because basically, I mean, this guy's all over the place. I don't know when the Flash Gordon is supposed to start, but now, you know, without the Akira and Thor been put in, let's see where it goes, because this is really good news on there, because I tell you, I love his style of directing. You know, the looks of his shows, What We Do in the Shadows. If you haven't seen that, it is a fantastic TV series. It's a fantastic movie. Ragnarok, very well done. You know, I'm wanting to see a little bit more of some more of his independent films. I haven't had a chance to, because there are a bunch of independent films he's done in the past. I mean, he even appears in his movie, in What We Do in the Shadows. He's in the original movie, and he makes a guest appearance on the TV series on there. If you're not familiar with What We Do in the Shadows, it's about a bunch of vampires in the middle of a documentary. Documentary filmmaker is trying to, it's sort of like a fake documentary. trying to record vampires living together in a house. It's almost like what is it? MTV House. They all living together. How they're going to make it through, and it's fantastic. And when you see that now he's going to be coming back and working on Thor, I mean, what do we expect from this? I mean, there's so much we do. Thor is going to be part of Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I mean, I'm hoping that we're going to get some new characters from the Thor universe. Special Beta Ray Bill. We've seen him in the cartoons. I would like to see him in, hopefully that he's either in Guardians or he's in Thor 4. What is the direction that's going to be in? We don't know. Chris Hemsworth will be back. Even though he bombed out in that Men in Black movie, which is like, I didn't even discuss it because he was so horrible on that movie. What are you expecting from it? Because I tell you, a movie that did over $850 million worldwide and had, pretty much a high percentage level of appreciation online, you'll expect him to ramp up the next in the Marvel line of movies, in the next level. Where are we going to go from here? What are they going to introduce? What it's going to be like? What is Thor going to be like in Guardians of the Galaxy? And what is going to be Thor 4? Now, you may ask yourself, you wanted him, TW, to be the director of Akira. But good news, folks, Warner Brothers will wait. I mean, whatever problem that they're having with this right now, I think they're going to wait for him to do this. I guess get all those other projects off his desk and continue. That is fantastic, to get this installment in. And hopefully we'll get a great Akira movie because, other than Alita Battle Angel, there hasn't been really any good anime live action movies. And the other word is that some people saying that we may get more of Korg. I love to see that. Some of the characters from the Planet Hulk series. I mean, more of that. That'll be fantastic. Will we see anybody? And here's my other question. We had one character from Ultra Force. Are we going to get another one? I mean, will we see any other Ultra Force characters in this universe? Hopefully, it'll be true since Marvel does own the rights to the Ultra Force comic. We got one of the characters in the movie itself, who was played by Rachel House, who played Topaz, which was, great to see that. And also, don't forget, Korg is played by TW himself. So we'll see what happens on there. There's a lot more to come. When it comes, like I said, it's San Diego Comic-Con weekend. There may be more information coming out, and we'll have it, during the week right after Comic-Con itself. So, comment below. Tell me how you feel about this. I'm really ramped up. I can't wait for this. I love Ragnarok. Didn't like the first two movies. I expected more out of the first two movies, but this one was truly what should have been done in the first two movies. Love it. It's fantastic, and I'm glad they're going to be doing a fourth with this director. Don't forget, we're on Minds and on Gab.com. We're on BitChute and coming soon to DLive as well. You can subscribe at DLive right now. We will be coming there soon. We'll be doing a lot of test runs. We've done a couple already. Just a little heads up on there. If I seem to be original talking in the past, we taped this a little bit earlier than normal because of the heat wave, and then we had thunderstorms come in as well. So basically we try to tape these early in advance on there. So some things may have changed, and we'll update you on Monday's edition, let you know what has changed and stuff like that. And like I said, we are changing some of the stuff around, so you'll hear some. First of all, you'll hear some changes coming, because one thing we're doing, we're upgrading the audio systems on there. We're adding some recorders to our audio boards here to separate the audio tracks and bring them in a different way into the editing unit. So, Until later tonight, we got one more coming for you today. It's another San Diego. It's sort of my wish list and some things that you may have not touched on that's coming to Comic-Con, especially if you're there, if you're watching, because a lot of my viewers watch our shows on their cell phones and tablets. We've been monitoring that lately, versus computer and TV. We seem like we have a large crowd on portable. So basically, if you're there watching it, we got a lot to tell you, and stay tuned because it's might be some stuff that you may have not seen on the registry, but it's there since not a lot is, even though Hall H will have some stuff on there, it's not going to be the same type of Hall H you're used to. So until later tonight, hang in there, stay cool, subscribe, like, support, share. We'll catch you on the rebound.